It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Pickett. Pass complete. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to win.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Johnson with a reception. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to lose tonight. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he slings one that's incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Jones.
Pass complete once again to Bourne.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They hand this off to Harris. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
The Steelers feel if anyone is on the verge of a breakout season, it's Alex Highsmith. He's shown plenty of flashes, which included 6 sacks last season. Now he just needs to put it all together.
Now Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. gets the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, it's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a couple of franchises looking to make a move here in 2022. Miami heading north to take on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. But the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To throw again on second down. Jones, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Pickett now on first down. And oh, what a catch at the 2. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
New England has found its lead running back, and it's Damian Harris. The Alabama man tied for 2nd in the league with 15 rushing touchdowns. That was a game short of 1,000 yards.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start the drive with Harris. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Escaping the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Jones on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he's taken down inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones throw there complete to Myers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll run again with Harris. Down to about the 37. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Good job, good job. As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.